And welcome to another video. I'm Brett Papa, and in today's video, well, you guys all recognize that song, and this one goes out to my great buddy, Dr. Bill DeMoss. You guys might have noticed all the old videos back in the day were filmed at his office. He was the man that gave me a space to do what I do, and love you. Okay, so anyways, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when the newest video comes out. And also down below in the description box, there's a free soloing course called Fretboard Command. And there is also a link to brettpapa.com, which supports this whole thing and keeps these free videos going. So check that out. There's tons of stuff to help you get better on guitar. This song, and back to Dr. Bill, got me into Tom Petty, for sure. Like, he would like, dude, you gotta watch this. This guy's the greatest guitar player. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh yeah, he's really, and then he got me into Neil Young and all this stuff. So anyways, into the song. Very simple chord progression. F sharp minor, A, E. Right, so little lick. Okay, so what you want to do is you want these chords to really ring. So what you'll do is you'll hit the top part of the chord and then kind of like a stab where you hit the bottom part of the chord. Okay, now that's just 2 to 4 on the low E. 2 stabs on the A. Now the stabs on the E, you want to get the top part of the chord on the first hit, and then you do this little thing where you mute out the third, right? So you kind of drape your finger over so it's A2, D2, sounds like a Star Wars character, A2, D2, and then you kind of mute out the third, and then you have an open B and E. I mean, sounds good. I know some of you are going to ask. It's just plugged straight into the BTR-23. That's it. Divided by 13, BTR-23. Amazing. Also, when I worked there, got to deliver amps to this band. One of the dudes in the band uses an FTR-37. Awesome. Sounds so good. So anyways. The cool little lick that comes in there is going to be out of basically F sharp minor, or, you know, basically F sharp minor pentatonic. And then you're going to go, so that's the 4th fret, D, and then you're going to go to the G string 1st fret, 1 and 2, and then bend up on the 4th fret, and then back to the D string 2nd and 4th fret. So it's, and then go, and then you go into a cool little lick, right? So to review, first one. Okay, so that's the first one. So it's 4, G string, 1, 2, bend up on the 4th, and then go D2, D4. And then hit it again. Climb up the same way, but now it's 1, 2, 3. Right, so you got. And then we're gonna bend up on 4, 2, 2, so that's B2, E2, and then go with your pinky or your 3rd finger on the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. Okay, so you got. Okay, so then it just kind of, it depends. So if there's two guitar players in the band, this song becomes a lot easier because the second guitar player or the lead player can just kind of chill and let the notes hang, because it's basically. Okay, so on the A, second time through, what you're gonna do is it does a cool little lick, and this repeats all the time. So it goes 4th fret G, 5th fret B, and then you slide that up a whole step and then back. Right? So 2 times. And you just let that kind of ring out while the other guys. And then D, just let this ring. Let the B ring. And then build into the chorus, right? Which is just the same thing as the intro. Okay, so and the first time through, it's like just one time through the chorus. And so you go. Right, so that lick repeats itself. That's kind of the chorus lick, although it doesn't do it as much in the second chorus because that goes into the lead, right? And into the bridge section. So that's the whole first part of the song. So if we review the rhythm. Right? Dun, 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 dun. And then you can give one of those. Ring, 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 ring. First section goes the exact same thing, same lick. Happens again, and then it gets into the second part. And then, okay, so that part, it's got this really cool lick that kind of follows each chord. So the first one is up here on the E, and then you bend up 12, and you're really just kind of hitting chord tones. So it's bending up to 12, back down, 10, 9, and then roll over onto 9G. To A, same thing. Same thing down to, like, so if you pretend, see how you go to here, and then it's all right in this area, it's the same thing if you move it down to the A. It's same kind of fret spacing. And then up to D. Okay, so that's 10, 8, 7. And then back to E or down to here. If you're one guitar player in a band, I would go back down to the low E to get like kind of a big sound to get back into the, right before this part goes into the keyboard solo, which is followed by a guitar solo, right? So you got. go. Wait. There it is. Okay, so the solo part, it happens on the second time through, right? So once it goes into the solo section, the keyboard plays the first. And then on the second time through, the guitar comes right in on that E, right? Like you'd hit one hit and then, okay, so that comes in on the G4, and then you basically go. Okay, so you bend up, 2B, E, B, E, and then so what you do is they call this drone string, right? So you basically slide from 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 14. So what you're basically doing is you're following up the F sharp minor pentatonic scale, right? So position 1, 2, up to, well, now you gotta hit this one, 9, which is part of that F sharp minor chord, right? 10, 12, 14, and then 17, 14, 17, bend. Okay, so. And then you're going to come back down to position 1. Okay, so what you do there is you bend up the G string, pull off to the 2nd fret. So you got, and then you go D, 4, 2, then 2 and open on the A, F sharp note, slide up to the octave on the D string. So. Now this one, there it is. There it is. Okay, so we take that same thing, how we were doing this, but this one you go slide up to 9 and 10, and then back to 6 and 7. Right? Modify just a little bit, make it a little exciting. Everybody's like, yeah, you're gonna do that lick again. Oh. That was cool. Subtleties, that's what the greatest thing about this band is. Never overplaying. Everything is just perfection for the song. So, all you great guitar players out there, this is the pep talk. All you great guitar players out there that are maybe really good with technique and you're wanting to get into songwriting and stuff like this, one of the greatest bands to learn, parts, right? What are parts? Parts are how you really play with another guitar player, right? Tom Petty just holds down the fort, open, basically cowboy chords for the most part. But the other guy, right? The other guy comes in with the gold, all the little melodies, all the little chord fragments up the neck, all that other stuff. And it's super simple, so it's like textbook 101 awesome songwriting. So if you're looking to learn parts, highly suggest you learn a bunch of these tunes. As a matter of fact, every session guitar player I've ever worked with cites this band as the guy who creates the perfect guitar part. I'm not even kidding, every single one of them. So that says something, right? So again, in review, intro. F sharp minor, A, F sharp minor, B, D, B, build, chorus. Basically the whole song. So good. There's so many. If you're digging this band like I am and you want to know some of these other songs in both the parts, let me know in the comments section below. I would be happy to teach a bunch of these tunes because really, as guitar players, they're a perfect rock band to really start getting into rhythm playing, lead playing, and learning how guitar players can work together to create something awesome. Now, if you want to take up your guitar game, make sure you check out brettpapa.com down below. There is also a free soloing course down there called Fretboard Command, which I know you'll love. I guarantee it'll help open your mind and your eyes to how to improvise on guitar easier, no matter what the key and if you know the scale or not. So, other than that, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the continued support. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell to be notified. You guys are amazing. I'll catch you next time.